Good evening. Welcome back to the town of the Gorkin. We might, maybe, get through the run tonight. We'll see. Might have to stretch it a little long. I am not sure. I'm prepared to do a lot of reading. It is day 11. And it is our mission, our side mission, to deliver a marriage proposal from Capella to Khan. Beyond that, I'm sure I need to check in with the foreman. Clara just mentioned that he is going to attempt to trick me, and before I do the thing he asks, I should come back to her so that she can help me with it. We'll see what that's about when we get to it. Okay, we know from the end of the last stream that I'm about to get a letter, but I'm going to start walking towards Aspity from here. She's next nearest and on the way to the foreman. One moment. There we go. Okay. Apologies for the flashbang there. Oh, hooray. Hello, subscription baby. Love it. Glad that they are starting to talk. Thank you, NRSD, for the 18 months. Okay, there we go. My cursor wasn't locked to the screen. That was going to cause problems eventually. Yeah, day 11. It's already noon because we slept in a lot. I'll get inside and read that letter. It's from Capella. My final request is tragic sort. I didn't want to bother you with something like this, but all our plans are at stake. Please come see me if you can. I assume that's over the thing we already talked to her about, but I'm sure when we head back that way, I'll drop in just in case. So, on what conditions would the foreman allow you to have the blood that feeds both Turok's body? I have to make my sacrifice. I know about that sacrifice. Is that all? I have to pass his trial and survive. Are you going to fight him? Yes, I think this is where it's all going. Foreman Oyun killed your father. Did you know this? It is decided then. I will become the end of him. The foreman is nigh unkillable, even by you. He's older and stronger. I think all is lost now. If chance doesn't help you until tomorrow, step down. The Burrocks have lost their claim. I will make my try still. Guide my lines, kindred one. Interesting that Aspity doesn't offer any evidence, but I'm also not going to question her. Agreed. We had suspicions that he killed Isidore. I think if you were to ask Aspity, she would say the bitterness is the point. The pill is just bitter, not medicine. But surviving the bitterness, that's what heals you. I don't have any food. Let's fix that. Still only 6 cures. Might be enough, might not. We'll see. You know what? Let's check on Mother Superior while we're here. I wonder if Vlad the Younger is still alive. He's not here.
Yes?
Nothing. I'm curious. I'm gonna search the termitary. I imagine I'll just reload here, but I'm curious if Vlad the Younger is in here at all. Or anybody else for that matter, could get jump scared. I think Clara inside the termitary would be the most frightening thing. All this going on, it's easy for me to forget that she's a playable character. And I think through both runs, I've never seen her in the termitary or the abattoir. Or the polyhedron, for that matter. She seems entirely unconcerned with any of it. It's a weird hall. It doesn't go anywhere. I assume Foreman Oyan is going to have my main quest. We'll get that done. And then I'll have to head to the top of the polyhedron. I feel like there's going to be at least one more side quest today. It's got to really get me busy. There's a bench there. Hello, Propane Panda. You haven't missed anything. Their Mother Superior didn't have anything to say. But young Vlad was also not there. So I'm just sort of checking the building to make sure there isn't anything else in here. Don't want to miss anything. Thank you for the 100 bits. We did talk to Aspity. Aspity told us that Foreman Oyan killed our father. She provided no evidence for this, but I kind of already picked that up. believe he's trying to kill me too. Thank you for that gift sub to Buddy Waters. Nothing there. One last thing. Okay. Reload before entering the termitary. There's nothing here. Including no more Vlad. Don't know where he is. Probably dead. They probably tortured him till dead. Oh, Yun. This is the last time I'm gonna play games with you. This is also your last opportunity to come clean about things. No final gamer for me. I am not that. I do game. We occasionally will be gaming. I imagine we will be gaming later. There's nothing final about my gaming.
Suok is waiting for you. The mistress has prepared the first sacrifices.
I've seen blood by the tower, Oyun. How did it get there? I will send you to the point where Suok's lines meet. You will let her swallow you. We shall talk as equals if you find your way back. Why can we only speak as equals after the trial? Everyone goes through the trial. So did your father. It is only then that you will see how far the vein of Bodo goes. You will walk along it and circle back, tying life and death together, just as a vein is tied into a knot. A vein wastes precious blood in vain when untied. A vein wastes precious blood in vain when untied. When did my father pass the trial? Later than he should have. You ask too many questions. Are you going? I am. Go out of here and to the right. Step into the next cave. It is the hollow of her primal womb. You will see a well. This is where her navel is untied for those who have the knowledge. Then you will fall down. Lay your body down there and come towards Suok's navel. Go to the heart of her lines. Then come back here. Then we'll talk. That's simple. Go to the right, next cave, jump in the well. Map update. This is today's quest. The ultimate trial of the Warden. To learn who the appropriate sacrifice is, I will have to descend to the very bottom of the inner cavity within the womb of Suok. Getting there and back again is my ultimate trial. I mean, we're going to try... Here it is. Interesting. I passed this. Come to us, sweet soul. Look, the nails are waiting for you. I'm not dead yet. Talk some more, sweet soul. Look, some nails are already in. Are you drawing my last breath from me? Indeed, sweet soul. It's leaving you with every word you mutter. Look at the nails. There's only one left. Make your final step. Devour someone else. That's not my doll. That's me.
I'm surprised you're still alive.
Don't listen to the demons. Move down the tunnel. You will see female silhouettes there. These are fated souls. Choose the one to go instead of you. Make a deal with any of the three and regret nothing. Talk as little as you can, so that they who are beyond the wall won't hear you. Where are we? I don't know, but I think this is what the dead tell Grace about. This is a cailleur, the passage that connects two worlds. When people die, they usually fly through it in an instant without noticing. How do I get out of here? When you have chosen a soul, ask her what you want to know. She will tell you the truth. Use the opportunity, then walk through the black opening. It will let you through. I will. Anna. Yulia. Lara Ravel. I don't know how Clara's doing this. I feel like I already know what their reasons are going to be. Lara will sacrifice herself to help someone else. She feels she is worthless. Oddly enough, Anna is very similar. She, at this point, will be convinced by Clara that with her sacrifice she can finally do something good and die to save the town and the polyhedron. Yulia, I assume, is just curious. This is a scientific endeavor for her.
Why aren't we being prepared for an evacuation?
I hear a man breathing. What are you doing here? Will you answer a question for me? Yeah, that's it. She said 3 women. I will. Go ahead. Who killed my father, Isidore Barak? Foreman Oyun. He did it on Big Vlad's orders. What? Why would Big Vlad want Isidore dead? Other than the fact that Isidore was a legitimate challenge to Oyun, I think that's got to be it. Isidore is preparing to challenge Foreman Oyun. Foreman Oyun has been good and useful to the Vlads. I knew it. Should I follow the clinking of the beaks? No. Wait for now.
My chest seems to be filled with cotton wool.
I hear your footsteps. Whoever you are, feel free to introduce yourself. I want to ask you a question. Ask me anything you want, just make it brief. Who is the sacrifice that the kin are expecting from me? Foreman Oyun has fallen out of favor with the kin. When they learned that Suak rejected Oyun's offering of aurochs, they were infuriated. The foreman failed to read the lines of the Great Bull appropriately. Were it not for the plague, he'd have been killed already. The kin, then, will accept any offering you make, as long as you put an end to the order that precluded your arrival. You did not answer my question. Who is the sacrifice? Who says the offering is necessarily a who? All you need to do is stop looking for it. Having done that, you will have fulfilled your destiny before you know it. I want to understand what I'm doing. That's quite enough. Tell me now, what I myself shall do. Is it safe to go back? I'll tell you later.
So, will the town be destroyed along with the townsfolk?
I want to ask you a question. Go ahead, just be quick. It's hard for me to stay here for so long. How did you die? Am I dead? I don't think so. The host is merely asleep. An executor is standing at your door, Anna. Anna has been slandered. They think she was a kidnapper, a leech, a caravan murderer. The host was too proud to offer excuses. Now that she's ill, no one will be there to help her. Her death will bring joy to many. Are you telling the truth? I cannot lie. Is there an executor at all of their doors?
What?
Would you like me to remain here? I wouldn't. Okay.
The paint is peeling off me. So ugly.
Should I stay here or go back to Anna? Stay here. assume I go to the end of this tunnel. Even if Anna is not a caravan murderer, she is not a good person. We have seen that ourselves. Although it is quite arguable that Laura will cause more harm trying to do good. I'm not sure it's quite a calculated decision, though. I look forward to getting to know all three of them better as Clara. Interestingly, that's a third opening from the abattoir. Probably took too much time in there, but whatever. Okay. Nothing new there. It's a circle where you can get into a fist fight and they will give you a vial of blood. But not special blood, not conditional blood. I suppose Anna being dead is one less person I need to cure. I don't know if calculated is quite right. There's just what I can do and what I can't do. Hey, oh Yun. I lived. I think Clara gets closer to Oyun too, to be honest. He's one of her bound. There's the well.
You are the only one of the three who knows the minds of the earth. It's your choice.
What do you want, dead one? Speak, spirit. I am alive. You are to call me Elder One now. You went into the throat. You followed the path of water. You couldn't have come back. Or are you a sorcerer that dared to break the lines of the House of Suok with his black magics? So you have led me to my certain death, haven't you? I have. But I will restore the lines of Suok's womb. Take one step back if you are no spirit. I've died once already. Now it's your turn. Oh, okay, no weapons. Here's our Minotaur. And that's an Aurochs. Only he who delivers the kin from an unworthy warden and takes his place will gain access to the bowels where the sacred blood flows. How do they call upon the Menku, the faithful of a warden kin? Known by their hands, for they are butchers. Known by their eyes, for they are surgeons. Known by their deeds, for they follow the lines. Freezing within the burial hole, silent at the threshold of non-existence, the kin do not greet the worthy warden, if only you arrived earlier. Oyun, the unworthy foreman, proved to be a disproportionate sacrifice. Okay, had to check. I quick saved. One get out of the veins of Suok free card. I don't think I got anything for that at all, which has me actually really concerned. I was hoping to get his blood or access to the Aurochs or something. I'm gonna check something. There's all of this over here, and I never once had to climb up on this thing. There's just nothing here. level design in Pathologic is just something else. Which I don't know what I expected. This game literally has staircases to nowhere. It's a whole theme. Six cures all I get. Big Vlad is still alive. I could go talk to him about what I've learned. You can hear the giant bull. Mother Superior, I am the Warden now. Mother Superior, I am the Elder One. Mother Superior, we are now equals.
I'll never fall ill.
Nothing. Well, the questline did say that the kin don't welcome me because of the plague. They are too busy grieving. Alright. Time to make the rounds, I suppose. For her help. We'll do this whole section. Work our way down. Trade at the pub. No rest for her to be. Too much to do. I'm a little disappointed with myself for getting hit that fight. I thought I was going to make it the whole way without getting touched.
Every Joker's one step away from being a goner.
Lots of bottles today. Sabarov is sick.
Yes.
Nothing from her. Not that surprised. wasn't fast enough to save the butcher.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
He just has a shotgun left. If I bring him 25 herbs. I can have a fresh shotgun and then sell it. Should be well and truly dead. It says sick here. Maybe she's not dead till tomorrow. Anna.
Life is hard.
My guess is this is a game limitation. I'm willing to bet she's dead tomorrow. I was talking about this with my wife last night, that I think it is clear from playing Artemis Run they were already running into budget issues trying to finish it. I'll get back to Aspity. I am aware that Clara's run seems to be, like, cut really short. Sort of speed tracked. Wasn't fast enough for him either. It's not just the murder and money. I am trying to help people. That one came out of nowhere. That one scared me. God.
Shabnakadir is tracing the streets like bacteria in a vein.
I'll be waiting for the hour when you fulfill your destiny. What about my father? How did he make the sacrifice? Don't you know? I wouldn't have asked you if I knew, kindred one. He was very clever. He didn't kill a person, even though that's what was expected. He took a sickle and cut down a field of 9-year-old swevery with it. I don't think he really expected that blood would flow from the stems, but it did. That's how the marsh was formed. The gullet was full of blood for 2 days straight. Then Boost Turok accepted the hymn. Okay. see, Saba. I'm familiar with that bog. That bog is in the southeast side of town, past the train tracks. Still gotta get through the rest of town to the top of the polyhedron. Clara's gone.
Sleep.
Grace has nothing for me. Capella sent a letter, but I think it was to tell me that she wants to propose to Khan. I think I got her to her before the mail did. Yeah. We're gonna head there and double check, just in case. Since it is on the way. I'm going to need to get to the top of the polyhedron and then probably back to Capella. I'm just trying to keep track of time. It's already 4 o'clock. So I should be able to go through in a couple of places. Frickin' this plague cloud was here yesterday and completely messed me up too. Fine, I'll cross the bridge further south. I definitely don't have enough cures for everyone else and myself. We're 10 hours away? Not even. 8? Now that I'm here, might as well check in with Notkin and Murky. Bad grief on our way up to Capella. I'm sure Notkin just wants me to kill more burglars.
They screwed my food up. I can't walk on my own now.
I never checked on the bull steak. I was all the way up there. I just never looked at the bone steak. Oh, he gave me a quest to check. Okay, hold on. Hold on. me read that conversation. I was going to reload from earlier and take a look, but since he's giving me a quest for it, that's fine. The bull's not supposed to be dead. We were supposed to pull it from the stake to heal it.
I smell smoke. Are they burning trash again?
You're not wrong, an RSD. You are not wrong. Has the bull from yesterday really broken free? Thank you. Where's he now? We'd like to bring him here. I don't know. Is it gone? I thought it was your handiwork. Sorry, I guess. It's just that I was counting on you. What happened? The girls have reported that there's no longer a bull at the bone stake lot. I thought he was taken off the stake. Was he alive? I'm worried. So you had nothing to do with it at all? I'll check on the situation. I was meaning to anyway. They're waiting for me there. Time to free the bull from the horrible stake. Let the blood run loose. I can stop it. My assistants should be waiting for me at the lot. Tap on it. Got caught up in here. Hungry, but that's okay. I have food. I doubt Murky's got anything for me, but I'm gonna check.
A week.
Okay, nothing from Murky. Bad Grief, Reuben, Capella, Big Vlad. Gosh, I've already been going an hour. I haven't gotten as far as I thought I would. We might not be finishing today.
A fool's tongue is long enough to cut his own throat. Knives. I don't think there's gonna be anything else that I need. Like, what I need is more schmouter. Find a little girl who has a schmouter. I've got 15 sewing needles. No Reuben. Not the texture pack. There's no mods on, I guess, if that's what you're asking. This is the HD re-release. Updated English translation. don't need to get in. Gotta go further in so I don't have to go through that corner that has a cloud on it that I can't seem to get around. Not everything loaded there. That's fine. That's blocked. I don't know if I've talked about pathologic tattoos on stream. I don't see myself ever getting a tattoo, but I do sort of feel like I've earned one going through this. I really like the idea of getting an executor, or an executor in a tragedy inn. Okay. Young Vlad still looks dead. Maybe really dead this time. I didn't think the kin would release him, but I was curious. I actually think the game does a really good job with symbols. There's lots of things that I think would make really good tattoos. Get the polyhedron, the sketches, a big bull, a bull skull. Hey, Big Vlad.
Don't you believe everything they say? Your father used to be a complicated man. Don't be rash.
Ah, Barak, I'd like to tell you something. I know who killed your father. I had no doubt about that. I am at fault for not telling you straight away. It wasn't possible. That is low. I had no choice. How is it different now? Now, well, now Foreman Oyun has gotten square with me in full. So it's the Foreman. Foreman Oyun. Yes, that is so. His shrift was short. I was done with him quickly.
Swine.
No confronting Big Vlad about it. Just more places for people to tell me what he did.
I'm relying on you. You will help me to rebuild the town and keep it under my mother's wings.
Okay, nothing new from Capella. As expected, it was just about the marriage proposal. Okay, that covers all down there. I don't see a reason to go to the town hall. Yulia and Laura are dead, or sick rather. So to the Stillwater to get the Bachelor to provide me access to the polyhedron.
They seemed kinda dead when I last saw them, so... Frick. Come on. Come on, Artemy. We're so close. We're so close. What is FTFM? I can't figure that one out. Got it. Ava survives, Anna dies, young Vlad gets tortured and then presumably killed. Does sort of feel like I'm making the town better, doesn't it? Something about it being necessary to cut out a tumor. You know, like a surgeon.
My bedroom is warmer than this place.
Kind of sounded like Ava was flirting with me there. Danielle, I need something
I'm
from
tired.
you.
I've had enough.
I got it, Artemy. I've cracked your puzzle. It does indeed have to do with the most high-level mysticism. I'm listening. Your dirg is Simon. Or rather, not exactly Simon. A structure. An architectural complex. So, you see, the town aspect of the sigil is preserved. It's actually even emphasized. Now imagine the structure taking in Simon's soul to become alive. How can it be? I don't understand. I know, it's almost beyond comprehension. A phenomenon that can have both a scientific and a mystical interpretation. I can't explain or prove it here and now. Aglaea's got the blueprints, but it's true, trust me. A structure absorbs a soul and comes to life. Absorbs a soul? How exactly? Well, it hasn't happened yet, but the Canes guarantee they can do it. It's an interdisciplinary effort that has to do with both optics and human psyche, and a certain breakthrough. So a structure becomes a vessel for a soul, like a body. Precisely. Personally, I am overwhelmed and humbled. I could never have imagined something like this could be possible. A chimera, made of the living and the non-living. I'm absolutely positive, Artemy. This is your dirg. Are you aware that Simon was one of Isidor's last patients? I am. Perhaps you're right, Koinon.
What does Maria Kaina say? She seems to be the one in charge now.
Thank you, Anarsi. I hope I've managed to convince you. How do you know all these things about the polyhedron, Oinon? I've investigated everything thoroughly. I had a suspicion that the polyhedron had been the cause of the outbreak. What have you found out? Well, I found out that there'd be nothing to be done, even if it were true. How could that happen, Oinon? Talk to the foreman. He'll tell you how it's built. It's too late to talk to him now.
My head is spinning.
I need to get inside the tower, Oinon. Tell me how you do that.
Ah, so you too have decided to defend that jewel with your life, haven't you? A worthy choice. It makes me happy to see you've come to it. I have indeed. In that case, just say fortified to the Doghead guards. It's a password. Maria's told it to me. Yes, that was a lie. But if I need Daniel's help. If I tell him I don't plan on it, he could just deny me. Do I tell him what I feel about Maria? Maria is out of her mind. Are you sure it's okay for you to relay the word to me? It's fine. She's fast asleep, gaining strength. She's getting ready to become a mistress. Her hour is very nigh, and she is not out of her mind. If you say so. Canes are plotting something. They're a large family, and each one of them wants to live by their own will. Seems both Capella and the Bachelor know of the intrigue these power games entail, whereas I don't give a damn. But I want to know. The player, Browncoat, would like to know what is happening with the mistresses. Learned nothing about that in this run. I kind of agree, Anarsti. I don't think we're ever going to understand it much. But maybe a little.
The true way to be deceived is to think oneself more knowing than others.
Well, my concerns about not having enough cures. There aren't that many sick people.
Why can't I move on my own?
Right, Georgie is sick. With a glare.
There's little time left, and I still need to do so much.
So, did you find out how to acquire the blood? They're expecting a sacrifice. A kind of sacrifice. A proportional one. I don't know what can be proportionate to the town. Maybe there are other ways to get the blood? I have no idea. Have you heard the legend of blood puddles that appear by the polyhedron base from time to time? Children stop playing and become gloomy when that happens. They think it's a bad omen. A legend. How real is this one? Who can tell me more? The foreman can probably tell you more about this. Foreman Oyon is dead. I've taken his life. Have you defeated him in a fair fight? Yes. The kin is frozen with anxious anticipation. You are their hope. Perhaps they'll give you the blood now. Long live the new king, after having slaughtered the old one. What else can they do? I don't think so. They're waiting for the sacrifice. Foreman Oyun is insufficient as a sacrifice. No more fresh blood. So of the sick bound, I think it's Georgie, Lara, Anna, and Yulia. And I think that's it. Like, we just checked on everyone. What do you want, Barak? Fortified. Alright, you may come in, but only to see the leader, no sidetracking. How do people manage not to fall down from here?
Why are they acting so girlishly?
Who are you? My name is Artemy Barak. Why have you come? Are you here on my sister's behalf? No, on Capella's. The Olgimsky girl? Curious. I had a feeling she might make a move. Sooner or later, our paths had to cross. What is she up to? She wants to strike an alliance with you. Children's alliances are not worth a dime. Is she willing to become my wife in 5 years? To submit to me? She is, in 10 years, though. They say traces of blood were found by the polyhedron. My dockheads claim they belong to the soldiers' victims, but I think they're lying. Tell me the truth. Are they really soldiers down below? No, it was the earth bleeding, not people. Indeed. I've been told this has happened before. The ground bleeds by the stem if the polyhedron is a cork stuck in a tube. What should I tell Capella? Tell the Olgimsky girl that I shall come. Let it be so. The proud Capella made the first move, and so she will have my support. She offers to strike an alliance, and we accept her offer. You have my word. Can you tell me what's going on? Capella would do better. As to why I've agreed, I won't tell you. The Cane's business is not the termites' business. I'd love to teach you good manners. Go ahead and try. Casper Kane doesn't look a pleasant fellow. I wonder what this hero will be like in 10 years' time. He has potential, but it suggests he should be held on a short leash. I can go back to Capella now. Back to Capella and the bone steak lot. Would Artemy punch a child? My Artemy? Maybe not. Most Artemies? Not a problem. I've worked very hard to keep this run child murder free. We only, mostly worked. Willow was a legal adult. Ark's sick, is he? Oh, that's a good point. No, there were definitely children by the fires that I killed. That definitely happened. Whoops. I tried real hard. I tried real hard. In fairness, those children were setting a trap to kill Sticky. So... anything going on in here? Nope. Okay. I feel like surprisingly little going on day 11. I recognize that boss fight is supposed to be like the big thing, but it doesn't actually take as much time. I guess I'm glad this is the day I needed to sleep in. I suppose day 11 for the bachelor thought like that too, but that's because on day 10 he doesn't wake up till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. In 10 years' time, do you think Capella will be powerful enough to keep Khan in check?
I'm relying on you. You will help me to rebuild the town and keep it under my mother's wings.
You have Khan's consent. It didn't take him long. That means he will leave the tower tomorrow, or the day after tomorrow, and so will his minions. You know how to make a lot of Panacea already, don't you? You can count on me. Allow me to thank you. You will assume authority over the kin soon. If everything goes well, and I assume authority over the town, we will rule together, you and I. Cherish my gift. Let it bring the soft memories back to life. The memories of the little girl that I used to be. Thank you. It all ends tomorrow. A single day can change a lot. I can sense almost nothing now. Are my fosterlings fine? Can the mutineers kill the Inquisitor? If Aglaia Lilac falls, even destroyed by petty scheming, we won't be able to protect the town. Don't worry about a thing. She gave me a necklace. So the matchmaking was a success. Capella has moved the final figure on the board. A sad move. She was clearly trying to pick the lesser of two evils. It's strange how calm and collected the lad was, as if he already knew it was going to happen. Let's eat. This is the plague cloud that's been giving me trouble. Can I please just sneak by? Can I please just... Yes, okay. Haha! To the bone stake lot. What are what's, Propane Panda? The people in the dark robes? Like this? Those are people... What? Those are people sick with the plague. They have sand pest. They are not allowed to leave quarantine. That's why they are being shot in the street as they try to leave. They're not supposed to move from district to district. They wear the robes to hide the boils that form on their skin. You know what, let's go, homie. Ow. Hurt more than I wanted. Oh. I know what the flamethrower noises are. Get there from here. Gotta go all the way around. At first I thought the sound was a bug. And the flamethrower noise just sort of got stuck on. No, I stare at them so I know when they leave. If you don't move, they won't come at you. Move along. Nothing to see here. It's all done with anyway. Hey, over there. Block the roads. Tell Longan to send a rifle squad. Where's the bull? It was burnt down. Was this your doing, you blabbermouth? We have a commanding officer, Captain Longan. If you have any questions, you're welcome to visit the Ordnance headquarters. My job is to burn infectious dirt. You fit the description. Well, ain't you brave, with the flamethrower and all. That Longan of yours may turn out to be more compliant. The mutineers? Get away from the flamethrowers. No, that was an Aurochs. That was an Aurochs. I can't believe it. The last of the bulls that were older than our supplement had been burned by the mutineer soldiers. They referred me to the instructions issued by the new officer in charge, some Captain Longan. Get away. Let's take some Novocaine. While we walk over there, I have a feeling I'm going to need my health. Peter good? Oh, Peter is also sick. Okay. It's one more. I'm gonna stop by Commander Block on the way over. Daniel's run, it was Block who made the order. It's possible the captain mutineered afterwards, but I'm curious what Block knows. What? The knife got me? What? I dodged. I dodged, and then I was gonna have the guards shoot you. This is the prison. Nothing in here. Not surprised by that.
Luck and temper rule the world.
Okay. Nothing from Block. Just head straight down. A couple of plague-infested areas on the way. We're getting exhausted, and part of that's the Novocaine, but that is okay. We won't be up much longer. I'm curious what both Block and Aglaya think of Clara. Frick. Dang it. Ugh. This infected district in the center of town is really obnoxious. Yep, I was checking chat. Noxious. Wonder if I can hop on that corner and just get over. The sketch of the dog head is absolutely terrifying to me. That dog's head is too realistic for a mask. Aha! Is this the guys at the train car? I don't think so. I think it's the wrong one. Let me... Hey, Murky. Oh, I do not have a lot of time. If I slept for an hour... Gave me some health. These are the guys that Daniel had to shoot down, beat him up and threw him in the grave. Wait, I went past them? What? This train car? Listening. Was it you that ordered to burn the bull? As an officer, I expected to be addressed as Sir. Self-respecting people address soldiers likewise. I'm a stepman. There are no sirs in this step. So? Do you even realize what kind of creature it was? Thousands of panacea samples could have been made from it. The flamethrower core burned everything that is a sanitary hazard. A bull and a lot went very much against sanitary regulations. In all honesty, the whole town is abnormal. Who gave the order? Was it the commander? There's an authorized agent commissioned with supervising the sanitary situation in the town, Bachelor Danskovsky. He is in charge. So that's who's doing this is. Oh. I'm gonna have to reload. I can't take that nap at Murky's. But at least I didn't have to fight this guy, so that's fine. Bachelor Dankovsky was the inspiration for this crime. I wonder how he will justify his wrongdoing. Okay, so they've maintained that it was Dankovsky, but then the soldiers mutineered. Fair enough. We are not going to do day 12 here. Not tonight. I am disappointed. Oof. It's wild knowing that none of those are scripted. It's just... there's so much of that throughout all of the town that inevitably you will round a corner and just have a perfect framing of someone being executed. Someone looking for help.
The wretched wound has opened.
Did they burn the bull on your orders, Oinon? What bull? Think about it, Barak. There was no bull. There was a supreme one at the bone steak lot. There was no bull, but shh, don't tell anyone about it. I gave an order to the soldiers so they'd have something to take it out on. Better let them burn an outskirt lot than a cathedral square. Bridge square, you mean? I think you can see my point, Barak. I gave the order to burn it because it was a nuisance that provoked unrest. Its huge body was filled with infectious spores. It was my duty, after all. Don't be stubborn. I'm not getting in your way, so don't you get in mine. For the time being, why not? If we could look soberly on the matter, everyone did just as they should. The Bachelor was doing his duty. Still, the resolution of this story has a strong air of sacrilege around it. Using your bed.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
A letter from Aglaia Lilac, tomorrow's council. This is to remind you of the council tomorrow. Commander Block and I have reached an agreement. He will hear out any reasonable suggestion of how the town may be saved. Owing to your efforts, we have a suggestion, don't we? After that, we will hear out the mistresses. The young Olgimsky girl and Maria Kaina were invited. Oh! I guess Katerina will tag along. Are you in any way related to Capella? She says she will lend her support to our cause. Is she all right? We won't be able to resolve the proceedings without the mistresses. They are the guarantee of the town's obedience. Those wielding emergency authority will leave soon enough, and the mistresses will remain. It isn't possible to keep the town in submission unless the population behaves quiet as to not evoke the ever-present threat of death. P.S. Block doesn't know that we've met or exchanged letters. He also doesn't know of your friendship with Capella. This could be important. I put my trust in you. Yours, Aglaya. The Bachelor. Proof of Aglaya's deceit. Aglaya Lilac made fools of us all. Both of us were pawns in her terrifying maneuver. That's the way it is. Ask her yourself. Block and I have her cornered. We have completely disarmed her, so she has no choice but to confess. My dear Barak, she is your sacrifice. I don't think it is at all necessary to slit her throat with your own knife. You see, if the town is destroyed, the head of Aglaya Lilac will be separated from her shoulders in less than a day. It has transpired that this whole situation affords her a stay of her death warrant. If she presents the town entirely purged of any disease to the powers that be, she is granted pardon. The issue is, it is impossible. The disease has soaked the town. It keeps rising up from the very roots of it. It is doubly deplorable that when she deceived you, she didn't merely save her life, she pursued her own purpose too, which is to destroy the polyhedron. The disease can be destroyed only if we destroy the town. There is no other option. By your own reasoning, I cannot be wrong about it, can I? Please take this into consideration if you come to the cathedral, Bachelor Dankovsky. How your precious Aglaya Lilac lied to you. Your sacrifice is Aglaya Lilac. I don't know how exactly you're supposed to kill her, but there's little doubt that the offering is her. I am telling you this in my capacity as a true mistress. Treat this as the first of my prophecies. This is the truth. The reason why Aglaya Lilac deceived you was that she wanted to save her own life. Don't try to prevent the destruction of the town. By this, the prophecy will be fulfilled and the kin will accept you. Ask her yourself. I doubt she has what it takes to deny it. It's not signed, but that's gotta be Maria. You know, while I'm here. Anything to say, Bachelor?
Cost what it may, the tower should remain intact. The tower is clean.
Have you made a decision? About what? It's high time we make choices. As for me, before the artillery starts firing, I'm packing my belongings and leaving this town, having grabbed some people I want to save. I could have found my own solution, but I don't have the time. Who are you planning to grab? A few people. They will assist in building a new town. A new town? What's going to happen to the old one? I could make them destroy the settlement along with the Bull Project, yet the polyhedron would remain. Block assured me he'd fire a strike so precise that the other shore of the Gorkin wouldn't be scathed. The river will swallow the plate, he said. The people will die if we destroy the town. Oh, look around. There's no one left alive except the two of us. The infected ones don't count. They have less than 24 hours to live in any case. I could at least help them. Really? Then could you please make it so that I could show up at the council and present the commander with arguments in favor of the following arrangement? The corrupt town disappears from the face of the earth, and the polyhedron stays. It's aseptic and, damn it, it's simply worthy of preserving. What do you need to do so? Not a lot, but not little either. I'll come to the cathedral on the condition that I'm certain of the arrival of the people to whom I'm about to devote my time. Are you willing to help me there? I'll try to do something. How can I recognize your confidants? I wrote to you about them the other day, but in case you lost that letter, I'll tell you how to spot them. They all want one thing, and that's to preserve the Marvelous Tower. Nothing else matters to them. Wait for me. Okay. First, we go to the theater. And then next week, we cure everyone. I think the funny thing about this is if Artemy didn't need to go to this meeting at the cathedral, he would get started on mass-producing Panacea today. He now has access to the blood through the abattoir. It would take time, but he could save everyone, including the people with less than 24 hours to live. It didn't feel so explicit in Daniel's run that people would still be in the town when it was shelled. I mean, I had suspicions, but the infected don't count is not okay.
Whatever you do, you'll have to sacrifice something.
Destruction is inevitable. There's no miraculous way out.
So that's what their thought process is, see? There was nothing to hope for from the start. Each of them should simply fulfill their purpose. At least, we'll see which one works best.
Each of them wants to save that which is dear to them. Perhaps they could get along.
Out of the question. The meeting chamber is tight, with the General sitting at one side of the table and the Inquisitor sitting at the other. Only one of them will decide. The others will die. Thanks, Mark.
These children have had someone die on them. I know that for sure. You can hear them better in the theater than in the polyhedron.
Mark says the town will be rebuilt. We will transfer it to the other side of the river. The land is clean there. Nobody will disturb us. The polyhedron will become the foundation of a new settlement, just like the abattoir had become one for the doomed settlement, and a new era will set in. I'm afraid this time will never come. We are too few now. I won't succeed by myself, of course. Every person counts. Do you know how many of us have survived? My mission here is not complete yet. There will be enough of you. Okay. Is any choice right as long as it's willed? The lines did cross. Two opposite truths formed a line with a single surface. My victory will be flawed, regardless of the choice I make. But how can they possibly manipulate me, a warden? What do I, the Haruspecs, have to care about their petty affairs? The warden will make the choice suggested by his conscience, and what happens next is of no great importance. You may say I am predictable, but no one would ever say I am easily controlled. If I will sacrifice my offering, that doleful woman I have summoned, then I will become one with the kin. I will take the burden of their suffering on my shoulders and provide for them. But if I keep the word I gave to my father and allow the offering to live, this will mean I have strayed away from the path I was chosen to follow. Not only will I reject the destiny meant for me, but also the rest of my kin. It's time to choose. And that's where we're going to end this stream. Thank you both for joining me. I've had a wonderful time. Next week, we finish this. Have a wonderful rest of your night.